Hello E39, Fab from Dubai. A few days ago I made a video about how to access to the knocking sensors and change them. However, I received a lot of shit because I was pronouncing knocking sensor and this fellow guy was pretending not to be able to understand what I say. Anyway, once I was on the way back to put everything back in place, I realized that maybe it's not as easy as it can seem to be on my video, so I am making this complementary video about knocking sensors and, generally speaking, how to access the intake, the valley of the V8, and eventually do some other extra few jobs once you are making this one. So first of all, you have to remove the cover that is here. Then you have to remove this by rotating quarter up and pull it out. In my case, it has been broken by the previous owner because he was not patient, and God knows that the first advantage in mechanics, the first quality to have is to be patient. Then you should find an installation looking pretty much like that, with the fuel line running all around. You have to disconnect from the electrical boxes the knocking sensor that is going to be plugged here, the camshaft position sensor that is connected there. You have to disconnect the fuel line that is flexible here, connected here. You just have to press it like that, and you can pull and disconnect. You have also to remove some connections at the back of your manifold. So you have one yellow cable running from this reservoir here being connected over there. You just have to pop it out. Same story for this Y-shaped pipe. You just have to take it out. You have then to remove the intake system and the resonator. You remove the filter, you remove the MAF, you disconnect the MAF, you remove the resonator. You have also to remove where it is. Okay, yeah, this one that is normally running all this way until the front. You have to take it out and to remove it. You have another one just below here. As you can see, I broke this one, so you have 1, 2 on the resonator. Then you can take the resonator out and put everything out. What I recommend you to do once you are at this level, remove your fuel line and injectors. How to do? Then you have an injector that is being positioned pretty much like that. Okay, fuel line is like that, and the electrical box is supposed to be there, like that. Here we go, plus or minus. You have to dismantle a staple or pin that is here, taking the injector like that. Clack. Okay, so imagine your injector is here and the staple is like that. You just have to press it toward the electrical box this way. Then you have to incline it that way, and then you can pop it out. Then you have to pop out another pin that is holding the electrical box to the injector right here. It's turning all around. Okay, and you have to do all this job 8 times with a flat screwdriver. Once you are at this level, you can remove your fuel line, and if it was hard to remove, it means that your O-ring on your injectors are dry and hard and needs to be replaced. If you have to replace them, better to change 16 of them, the bottom O-ring and the top O-ring. My other piece of advice, bring it to the nearest Bosch center for a service. What I did, they charged me like 525 dirhams. It's pretty much maybe like $130 or 100 euros. I think it's a useful expense. Then they will repair it, change the microfilter that is inside, change the top O-ring, the bottom O-ring, and change also this yellow plate that I broke when I tried myself to change the O-ring of my injectors. You will also receive reports like that. So you see a test report before cleaning and servicing, test report after cleaning and servicing. You see that you have here regularity. You have also no more leakage. Leakage can mean over consumption of petrol, but it can also mean that when you are on the phase of depression inside your combustion chamber, you can have some air that is being too much absorbed, and same problem can happen on the phase of compression. However, it can lead to a bit of loss of compression and finally loss of performance. It maybe look like nothing, but since we are dealing with performance engine, there is no room for detail. I mean, we want to make good job. So once you are at this level, you need to take a 13mm tool to remove 10 bolts that are holding the manifold onto the valley pan. You have 10 bolts, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 on each side. You can remove then the manifold and access the knocking sensor, access the valley pan, check if you have any leakage on the coolant that is running all in the middle. You can check also this pressure valve that is here related to the oil separator that is located somewhere inside here, connected to his valve through a pipe running all along, and the valve being here. What you can do, you can either change this full piece, like that, this full piece, or just change this piece here by taking a flat screwdriver, popping it out. You will find an orange skin that is probably damaged. You can change it, it's not very expensive. Then you can put everything back in place. Put back in place the manifold, tighten it. The torque is 25 Newton meters. However, if you are smart enough, you should be able to feel the torque on your hand. Reconnect the electrical box, reconnect the air intake system, some connectors after changing knocking sensors, after changing camshaft position sensor. It's not a very expensive job, better do it once you are making such a big job. Service your injectors. I think it's really something that you want to have it done because they clean it also with ultrasound. Put everything back in place and enjoy your ride. Nothing new for now. Just take care not to break everything. Stay dirty. Have a good day. Bye bye.